public budget public hearing to order. Okay, can we have a, let's see, can we all rise for the pledge? Ron, you have the honor.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call.
Councilmember Yaffe?
Here.
Councilmember Salver's not here. Councilmember Reed? Here. Councilmember Morano's not here. Councilmember Fuller?
Here.
Vice Mayor Bruder? Here. Mayor Leonard?
Here.
You have a quorum.
Great. Item number 1, please.
Consideration and approval of an ordinance on second reading to levy the town's property tax millage.
An ordinance providing for a millage of 4.55, which is 5.4% more than the rollback rate for the town of Bay Harbor Islands for the current year, 2015, providing for severability and providing for an effective date. I'll move it.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Public comment. Francis Newhut, you're up.
Princess Newhut, 9920 West Broadview Drive. Before I begin, I would like to make a note that when you do have one of these public hearings, you make a note on it that there is public speaking. It's very confusing on the... I didn't really speak yet? Okay. All right. Okay, but anyway, it's very confusing. Citizens don't realize they can talk at these meetings. Okay. Thank you for listening and possibly using monies from the 2015-16 town budget to correct the following matters. 1, is there insurance for over the $2 million love statue that's still sitting in the town manager's office? 2, we desperately need on the East Island enforcement and hiring of additional code compliance officers. As a matter of fact, on the Facebook, I thought it was Bay Harbor's Facebook, they actually have pictures of code violation buildings, and it's not mine, so I didn't put that on, but it's pretty disgusting, and it's on the internet. Instead, Newswave's coordinated for the police department, a recording secretary in the clerk's office, and Parks and Recreation athletic coordinator. There's nothing there about hiring a code compliance officer. Desperately needed new IT personnel that knows what they are doing, and or new equipment that works. Every year I come here and complain about that. I think I've been doing that now for about 10 years. 4, desperately needed a replacement for the inappropriate electric construction signage board on the Kane Concourse. That's a disgrace. 5, desperately needed teens off Bay Harbor Island streets.
Sorry, what was that last one? I didn't hear you.
To get the teens off the Bay Harbor Island streets. Since it appears that the town did not follow their joint use agreement with the Ruth K. Broad School and approved the usage of town parkland for school facilities. Classrooms over town basketball courts. Perhaps the town should consider the municipal land next to the town's garage for relocation of basketball courts, especially during their construction time. And the last, number 6, is since there is an FDOT meeting to follow this, perhaps the town should bring up the subject matter that after they recently finished their new roadway project, State Road SR 922 96th Street, Kane Concourse, the town may have possibly put good money into bad by fixing a stated obsolete Causeway Island Bridge and approval to demolish the municipal parking lot and building that included bathroom facilities. According to Senator Margolis, and that's a quote, did the town improve pedestrian and bicycle access and the corridor for the citizens surrounding this site that generated future interlocal cooperation between several separate government entities? We're talking about Causeway Island now. The town's original intent of issuing a bond in 2018 was for a new Causeway Island Bridge, was so that town residents would not have to experience dangerous and non-accessible pedestrian passageways across our town bridges to the town's Causeway Island parkland and to buy groceries in Surfside. I go there every day to Surfside and to the grocery store, and every day there's a problem. Every day.
Thank you for your comments.
So thank you once more for looking into these matters.
Thank you for your comments. Next we have Paul Basil. Come on up.
Hi, everybody. A nice quiet meeting. Paul Basil, 9240 West Bay Harbor Drive. Actually, it is confusing. I texted the mayor to see if he could speak at this meeting, so maybe they should have a little section on the agenda.
It's an ordinance on second reading, so you have the
Okay.
right to speak on any ordinance.
All right, great. One thing, did we ever order the lights, the street lights for the East Island?
They're on order, and they have a work order. It's just it's going to be coming up soon, and they'll be installed.
So like in a month or a year or 6 months?
I've been waiting 4 months for them to come up, to install.
Okay, so we're waiting for them.
It's just,
It could
they're
happen
in their
at
workflow.
FPL?
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't know when we did the new roads, like, was that 3 years ago?
Where?
Because I'm gonna go back to landscaping
Oh,
again.
where? You said
On the
you
East
were-
Island. The north and south of the East Island.
Phase 3.
Yeah, when was that finished? About, because when I sell real estate, I told people, oh, we're getting new streets, new landscaping, blah, blah, and we never did. And I know, Josh, thanks for putting it on the agenda. I saw what was going to be proposed at the last meeting, and it kind of looked like just replacing a royal palm with a this palm, this bush with that bush. And Ivory has a unit for sale for 1.7 million. If I was coming from Pittsburgh or Paris or Rio, and I drove down the street, there's an FPL thing that says caution, danger, high voltage. It looks like a mini construction site on the corner of 93rd and East Bay Harbor Drive. I wouldn't pay $500,000 or $600,000. I think we really need to, and I would go to the meetings, I would form a little committee on the beautification of the East Island, because the least expensive is, $400, $600, they're over $1 million, and you come out, and it looks like a strip mall. So, I think Mr. Bruder, no, not Mr. Bruder, sorry, what's his name? Morris Broad is gonna pay for some of that main, and you can't go to the well, all right, well, whatever, so forget that.
Isn't
But
paying anything.
whatever happens with the Jepsons monument, which I think is really cool, it's forward-thinking if that's what's done, but it would be great to have in the budget something that beautifies the East Island, and I'm kind of like a broken record, but if somebody wants to come around with me sometime, and I'll show you little things that we could do to make the island look better, and I think you'd have even more investment, because it's going, there's a lot of investment privately and developer-wise, et cetera, and if the town could improve a little bit the visual streetscapes, it'd be great. Thanks a lot. Oh, and thanks for the new holiday lights. I'm excited to see that.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day. Thanks.
Kathleen Kennedy.
I don't know if you're supposed to say Happy Yom Kippur or is it sad? I don't know what's the version?
Shana Tova.
Shabbat Tova. Okay, thank you. My name is Kathleen Kennedy. I'm at today I'm at 9900 West Bay Harbor Drive. I too agree with Paul, thank you, about the landscaping. And also, even on the West Island, the landscaping's not the greatest. I did a tour of the West Island just to see what's going on over there. The landscaping is not so great. I think it needs improvement. So it's not only the East Island, it's the West Island. So, in all fairness, and I think you should stay on top of that, Josh, okay? Also, you've all saw my emails about, and I'm sorry to do it over the holidays, and I apologize for that, but, I'm Irish. When I'm hot, I'm hot. The broken down bus. We have to do something about it, and it needs to be handicapped, or seniors, and, I've heard that the gentleman gets out of his seat and helps the seniors into the bus. That is not always the case, especially when that bus is leased out. So I highly recommend that we have a handicap bus, and I think I'm not sure if it's the law to have a handicap bus. I'm sure you will let me know, Jordan, because seniors need help. That's a big step up. And yes, it's true that sometimes the guy that manages that other bus does come out and help the old ladies and old gentlemen, but I really think that we need to get an upgraded bus. I'd like to see a trolley running around here. We have everything else running around here, just to beautify the island, make it flavorable. Okay, and other than that, I hope we get Christmas flowers on the King Concourse. I'm tired of looking at whatever they are, but it's Christmas, and we need to get, I know it's going to be beautiful, but we need flowers up there too. Christmas flowers. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you. All right. This is second reading. Any comments from council? We'll start from the end. Josh, anything? Nothing. Bob? Nothing. Stephanie?
I just want to let you know, and I guess everybody, that I talked to JC about the buses, and that our contract is coming up in the next year.
Yeah.
It's soon.
You can
coming up in
rebid it
October.
out with, what,
Right.
60 days?
Yeah.
Is it 60
The
days?
contract comes up next month. It has 2 one-year renewals.
Yeah,
But the term is we can cancel at any time with 60-day notice.
Yeah, 60 days.
So
Whatever
maybe
your
we
desire
should,
is.
right, and I know that you're looking...
And I already spoke to the
Right.
company and let them know that the chances are we were going to be going out to bid, and they're like, that's fine. They don't care.
Okay.
Is the bus in service now ADA compliant?
Yes, both buses are ADA compliant. They have wheelchair lifts, so they both are.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, any other comments?
Me?
No, I was talking from...
No,
Oh,
thank you
okay,
so
sure.
much.
Cal?
I would just like to say that I voted in favor of this budget and millage rate at the first reading. And even though throughout the year I had some disappointments and I didn't get some of the things that I had asked for, like mostly some planning and management services, strategic plan, salary or efficiency study. I keep asking for the website to be upgraded, and it has been. It's a work in progress, and we approved the app. And even though I think that might be putting the cart before the horse, we're going to have to finish the website before finishing the app. I'd also really like to see the newsletters like we talked about before, the Surfside style. I get them, I subscribe, and they're very helpful even with traffic on the causeway. And so if we're moving forward, I'm going to use that app as an indication, so I'm happy about that. The TV station, I know we've budgeted for some work on that, and we have to put that to rest. We cannot keep hearing complaints that there's no sound, that there's no picture, that it's not being broadcast. So I'm looking forward to, the funding for that. All of that being said, I'm going to vote for this, even though I have some disappointment, because it's not fair to just, throw out the whole budget that everyone worked so hard on just for a couple of items. But I did struggle with that and consider not voting for it, but I do intend to. Thank you.
Okay, that being said, Marlene, can we get a poll vote, please?
Councilmember Yaffe?
4.
Councilmember Reed? 4. Councilmember Fuller?
4.
Vice Mayor Bruder? 4. Mayor Leonard?
4.
Passes.
All right, item 2, please.
Consideration and approval of an ordinance on second reading making appropriations for the operation of the general, water, sewer, parking, solid waste, causeway, and stormwater fund.
An ordinance making appropriations for the general water, sewer, parking, solid waste, causeway, and stormwater funds for the year beginning October 1st, 2015, and ending September 30th, 2016. The total sum of $18,128,139, providing for severability and providing for an effective date.
I'll move it.
Second.
All right, motion and second. Any comment? All right. Hearing none, poll vote, please.
Councilmember Fuller?
4.
Councilmember Reed? 4. Councilmember Yaffe?
4.
Vice Mayor Bruder?
4.
Mayor Leonard?
4.
Passes.
Great. Can I have a...
Move to
There we
adjourn.
go.
Second.
All right, all's in favor?
Aye.
All right, we're adjourned at 5:15.